Hello, and welcome to See Stew Do uh, and Shacklemen After Dark. What exactly is Shacklemen After Dark? Well, I got a skylight right above me, and if I look up and it's dark when I do this, and I add After Dark. That's it. Uh, Part of me thinks it looks neat. Not really. Um, you got to title these things with something when you're doing them. You know what I mean? So there's you got to come up with a name. You got to write something. Charles Watt is live is boring as fuck. So I just can't roll with that. I am can't find my own stuff on here. Why? That's crap. Huh. Normally it lets me check that out on the iPad. Anyway, what's up? Lost Lynn. Hi, that's not true. Like you're like. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I'm just one of those people who, I kind of wing it and float it out there, and I just get going with the things I'm doing. So, whoa. But I was watching Not Too Dead do some handcuff stuff, and I've been doing handcuff stuff, and I actually kind of late night is when I turn to practicing my handcuffs, and so I figured I'd just practice handcuffs live. And as I'm doing it, maybe I can think of some ideas or, some tips and tricks and things like that to kind of share with people. So, first and foremost, we like to talk safety well, I would like to say the group I just got accepted into, the GEO, but I'm still learning what they do. But they are very concerned with safety, but the Shacklemen are concerned with safety. We don't want you to do stupid stuff or get yourself hurt or get yourself in a dangerous situation. So it's important in practicing beginning is, first thing you want to do when you get some cuffs is you want to just check and make sure the key works. And I recommend you do it a few times. Check both sides. You take the time to. Oh, where's my thing? It's just that inevitable thing with a line. Oh, yeah, there it is. Take your time to double lock your cuffs. And undouble. Unlock. Undouble and unlock. Make sure the key works. Make sure the mechanisms work. Make sure, and I've had this happen, that little flat piece on the key that's, activating the lever doesn't bust off, with a couple of uses because I've been double locked in something and went to get myself without with the key, and the only key I had busted. And it's a terrible place to be. But you get inventive real quick. In fact, what happened with was where are they? I was in this pair of Yule thumb cuffs, and the key broke, and I had them real tight, and I was double locked, and I was at work at the front desk. So, um, and I'm typing, I gotta check in people and type stuff and things like that. And it's hard to do with thumb cuffs locked onto yourself. So I quickly grabbed a tool out of my pick set and did a couple quick bends to get it. Yep, I need to go that way. No, I don't need to go top way to get it to work and get me out. And I had to do it. It was like an impromptu escape. It wasn't fun at the time, but once I accomplished it, it was kind of cool. Um, One of those real-time kind of things. So yeah, what you do is you check your key, you make sure your key works. Another safety habit practice is we like to talk about having a lanyard with your keys. I've got this lanyard. I've got this lanyard over here. My other one should be. Oh, my other one's in my bag that goes with me when I go places. So I've got multiple lanyards. They all have keys on them. Got a universal handcuff key, a cut down key to work on thumb cuffs, and a split pawl key. Some of my other ones have other high security keys that go with the different cuffs that I try picking. So I like to have that around, available, within reach. My key ring in my pocket has a pretty good assortment of handcuff keys as well. And that's always in my pocket because I have OCD. So we're talking practice. When I'm practicing, what I'm going to do before I do anything is, well, actually, let's talk progression. So you're going to get and check your key and drop your shim. And then usually, after you get handcuffs, you're going to start learning how to shim. It's an easier bypass than picking. So you can do it with far more household items and impromptu things. So, in fact, let's show you what that looks like. Where is it? It's supposed to be right there. Oh, right there. All right. So, yeah, I'll show you what that looks like. There's the inside of a handcuff right there. It's a little cracked around the keyhole. Apologize for that. Red part is the teeth that bind the pawl. Yellow part's the spring. Blue part's the slide for the double lock. So get in there like that. Kind of see it get in and release. Want a pair of these, or a single of these? Not a pair. Well, you can buy two. It's a pair. Get them at Southern Specialties. So you see that real well. A little bit of depress on the bow. That slides in. And then I screw it up. No, I get it out. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle it a little bit. And so yeah, so you practice with that. And I recommend, whether you're picking, double lock, doing a shim, let me see, I got it going up. You practice not on your wrists, you know? You learn the technique or the pick or whatever's going on. And that absolutely doesn't want to work anymore there. I don't know, I bent the hell out of that. So, first thing. And then, whatever you're doing, like I said, if you're going to do a double lock, you're going to do a pick escape, you know, spend your time practicing with them not on your wrist. Find the spot that picks, because when you go to the other side, it just feels different because it's reversed, it's mirrored. You're going to have to, especially if you're doing it with two different hands. See? Just got the other side. I'm not getting this side. Oh, there we go. And then you just want to do it again, 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 again. And you're going to just start finding that you get in there and get that spot. Find the spot. You feel the spot. You lose the spot. Oh, it's right there. I had it. Now, screw those. All right, I'm gonna take a quick look at my chat. Take a drink and imbibe. How are you doing, folks? If anyone has questions, let me know. I gotta scroll back a little bit here. All right, Lost Lynn. Hello, Super Monk. Oh, that's a cool name. Not Too Dead. That's my brother. How you doing, sir? Yeah, definitely. There's just that tiny bit of difference between from cuff to cuff. Even like the 700 to the 730s, to the 750s, to the 802s, and the Peerless. There's just a little bit of difference. And even within the same cuffs, there can be differences in the tolerances in the spring and things like that. So, G Money, what's up? How you doing? My boy Nola. Woody Wood, that's nice. No, they're not fake, man. I don't own any fake cuffs. Closest thing to a fake cuff I have is a metal toy cuff made by Scotland Yard. It's a toy Derby. It's still real. Uh, yeah, painted plastic. That's funny. Yeah. Sweet. Fake ones. This is all about having fun and challenging yourself, man. Fake cuffs aren't a challenge. If I gimmick it, this is the thing. You can look at my channel and you see that I do the same cuffs, same escape over and over and over and over and over because I like doing it. It's fun. You're not going to do that with a gimmick. You're not going to fake that because it's not. You already did it. You know what I mean? So people already saw it. No one's impressed. You're already moving on. You're supposed to be moving up. But I have fun. You know, like that's why I do this. I can sit here and have fun. I haven't done an escape yet. I'm just picking cuffs for fun. Um, why would I pick fake cuffs for fun? There's nothing impressive about that. So I'm curious as to the logic train behind that accusation, which is just lazy trolling. Come on, we know that. Yeah, I like it though. No, you and me are like so. Go back to practicing, and then what I do like to do next stage of especially early on is I only put the cuff on one side. It limits the movement of the cuff. You know, I'm not holding it. I can't adjust it, and you know I got to work with what's there. But my hand has some freedom. So, watch me not get these. I got yeah, because I put high security cuffs on this wrist. I do this often, and like you can't pick these. They're a split pawl, but you can't pick them that way. What you gotta do is paper clip one of the pawls, and then go past the wording. and pick the other paw. So you can see there's that split line right down there, which it's kind of hard to see in there. You can see a little line in between the paws, and there is a metal ridge between them, which means you have to have like a forked shim if you're trying to get in there and shim, and it means it's hard to pick. Now, W3OY Ray figured out that if you he came up with just an awesome method. If you kind of put a wrench in your wrist and create tension with your wrist, you can go back and forth between the two paws, pick, 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 and slowly get yourself out ratchet by ratchet. And it's an awesome method, but it took too long for me. So I figured out a paperclip and pick method. Coxie's Picks dubbed it the hybrid picking. So I like that method. If you actually, what I have done is taken a little bit smaller paperclip and been able to get one on one side and really work one on the other side and do kind of a double paperclip. But it takes a lot of work, and the one paperclip and pick method seems to move along way quicker. So these are some. Well, I'm gonna put them the other way. Where's my? Oh yeah, I'll use that. I just love these cuffs, mainly because the Peerless 802Cs, hinged, just black for fun. But these are the cuffs that my local cops use. So, and I've said this before, if I'm going to get arrested locally, this is what I'm going to be handcuffed with. And I'm terrified at the prospect that I might lose my freedom to this pair of cuffs. They're technically high security because they have a hinge. Alright. If any of you are lock pickers, you guys might know what that is. Notch decoder. This one's from Covert Instruments. I love this tool because it's a handled shim, and as you can see on these Peerless, it's so good at doing that. I don't even have to push in the bow to get the shim in there. It just slides in and pops the bow. It's a great tool. Alright, it is now time for libation and imbibing. Checking the chat. I'll roll this up a little bit. I'll roll this down a little bit. Let's see what funny things y'all are saying. Nola, I had a pair of real cuffs, but I sent them to you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, no. I am trying to catch up. Sorry. Give me a moment. Oh, excuse me. I know, dude. I'm airbrushed. Yeah. Woody Wood. Honestly, do any of my people know how to use an airbrush thing? Because I actually have like the little compressor, and I got like 3 different sets of the guns. I think I have 2 different kinds, and I got all the different little jars and shit. And I feel stupid because I'm not an artist, man, so I've never messed with it. But if I'm gonna start airbrushing handcuffs, I gotta really learn. That's dope. What's this lock picker you speak of? What's up? Yeah. All right. So gotta use alcohol-friendly paint. Hey, all all paint is alcohol-friendly. I do a better job painting when I'm drunk. You gotta be loose to cut in. If you don't know what cutting in is, you've never painted room after room after room after room for other people. You guys got any questions? What's up? Wrong alcohol. I'm out of bourbon. You know what I mean? So, all right, we're gonna go to. I got 2 rounds to go to. So these are the master lock of handcuffs, the ASP Sentry. There's no. They got keyholes on both sides, so there's no holes up drama. They're pretty susceptible to anything you stick in there. Being able to pop them off as a shim. They are pretty easy to pick. So I'll take a broken pick here and see if I can pick them. Ooh. I will take. Yeah, I'll take a bent up long reach. That's what I'll do. I've hashed this long reach out, man. I feel bad. This long reach has done me so good. I've gotten through so many. I don't know what accent I just adopted right there. I've gotten through so many pair of cuffs. Hello, mate. How are you? So there's that. As far as practice goes, it's neat to learn, but going again and again and again on these is kind of a waste of time. It's you're better off fighting a different pair of cuffs. I think the best pair of cuffs to get started with are the Peerless 700Cs. Which is this pair of cuffs right here. You kind of can learn the most, well, all the attacks on cuffs, but you still got to work at it a little bit. And I do like the fact that Peerless, let me show you between this and this. So there's the Peerless keyway. It's that sideways in the middle. And then you have like the Chicago up and down over to the side. You run into that more often. I like the fact that you start there and then you move to there, because it's a different. It makes you kind of learn on the way. So I think that change is actually beneficial when you're learning cuffs, whereas some people think that kind of throws you off. All right, so 3 pairs. Peerless 700Cs. This is my current practice routine. My target goal is, I've gotten in 12 seconds. I just want to be under 16. I'd like to hit 10. I'm not doing that right now. I'm more worried about placement, routine, switching, getting it. So once I get in there, I don't want to have to think about what's going on or get frustrated when I fuck it up. There we went. I fucked it up. And that attempt was blown. But that's my first attempt for the day. So when it comes to practicing, I have to do that over and over and over and over and over again. Doing it once isn't practice. It's just how it is. Like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's just funny. Sorry. I do not want to antagonize ridiculous behavior. So what's up? What are you guys all doing tonight? Not You Dead, Nola, Lynn. How you guys doing? You know what? Just noticing I have these in the chat. Makes me wonder how stupid I would be to kind of like do that. Now, that's a pair of Chicago leg irons. But I don't know. I don't think I could get my head out of this. I feel like this may have been a stupid decision. Come on. This is not cool. What the fuck did I do? Stupid decision, yes. I'm also just not feeling it. Oh, I almost got it. I think I got enough to get my hand out. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. All right. Ah, whew. Hey, stick around. I'll probably do something else stupid. It deserves a drink. And if I'm being honest, I need to reward myself real quick. Hold on. All right. Go back to another round of this. But something I do. If I try to speed run this, I'm going to start here. You actually can see how I'm holding this pick because it gives me the best angle on there from the tight space. So that's how I get in there and do that. But about every 4 or 5, I like to switch it up and start on the other side. Well, actually, probably about every 10. Just to keep myself fresh. I'm feeling for the point, the pick, the open, instead of just being rote in that same 6 motions. Because if something goes a little wrong, you guys saw, I get a little skewy, then all of a sudden, I add 10 seconds to the open time. And that sucks. Like I said, I'm at 12 seconds on these 3. Trying to shave down another 2 seconds. And then I'm going to start adding more pairs of cuffs. Doing that shit. So, practice. What do we do for practice habits? We also like to just 3 different types of cuffs. We got Smith & Wesson, Chicago, well, 2 Chicagos, 2 different pairs though. And just pick them up. Not really care about the order. This pick is so bent, it's not gonna fit. I'll go around that way. And then see if I can get in. Whatever pick I'm using. Alright. Like I said, a lot of practice is doing it in hand. Figuring out what you're doing. And that helps helps you find the point and feel how to manipulate the mechanism. And then when you're doing it like this, and it's in a weird angle, you know what to look for. You know the point to look for. You know the feel and the manipulation of the mechanism. You got to make adjustments. And every little different cuff, different variation of the cuff, extra second another pair of cuff, different way you're doing the thing. It changes the angle that you're doing that, and that's the most frustrating thing is once you change the slightest angle you're approaching it, it gets harder and harder to use the cuff. And and so you need to know what you're looking for. So I think practicing with them in hand, practicing them with, like I said, just while they're on one wrist instead of both wrists to I have things screwed. So to be able to get it. And once you get a little more fluid at each state, in hand, one wrist, 2 wrists holds forward, 2 wrists holds back, 2 wrists double lock, like you increase each little step. And you always come back and practice all the lower steps. And that includes shimming. And then you have, we also have the whack attack, which is probably hard to show here. Yeah, we'll show it. These are easy to show with, so. The whack attack. All right, so see, that's the double lock there. If I go in there, push it up, go in there and push it up. Take this lock, set it down in front of me. I'm going to going to take these cuffs, I'm going to smack them on the lock, and it's going to open the double lock. And you know it did because I can move that double lock. And then I can get in there once the double lock's off, and I can shim it open. This one, still double locked. So if I want to get this off, I have to whack it. And then shim it. Now, there's a technique to doing the whack attack, because it looks like it's going to be very painful for your wrists. Or if you're doing it in thumb cuffs for your thumbs. The important thing to do with a whack attack is your wrists, you should be pulling outwardly as much as you can. So when you slam your wrists down or up, whichever way you're going to defeat your double lock, you're not putting all of the impact onto your wrists. You're actually reducing the impact on your wrists. And excuse me, I burped. So like here would be bad. Here, and I even lean my hands out a little bit. It seems to help. So my wrists will be in this position when I'm doing a whack attack. I'm smacking it down, and I'm relieving that double lock of its duties. Right? This is my problem. This, as soon as I use the tool, I put it down, and then it disappears. Like, oh, there it is. Gotta get out of these. So actually, let's go ahead and show you the zigzag shim. Zigzag gets you out. Free your mind, and your cuffs will follow. There we go. Hurt the least. As far as cuffs, they're all pretty. They don't hurt that much. Yeah, no, but not too dead's on to something. So like you have most of your cuffs have that thin arm, and the pain comes just from this thin part of the bow, right here, and where you have like the Clajusos and the Darbies and things like that. They're like a Darby is a way thicker bow, so it's spread out on how it hits your wrist. It's gonna sit a lot softer, a lot more comfortable. Or like a Bangle 8, which normally come with one thing, but I like doing it with chains. So things that sit wider on your wrist are gonna hurt less. But for the most part, especially if you're using double lock and stuff, you know, they're not too bad if you don't over tighten. It's kind of my feeling on it. And I have skinny little bony wrists, so it tends to be kind of painful and annoying for me to do this stuff. Anyway, that's well, oh, I don't think I'll be able to get out of the Darbies actually, because I screwed up my hemostats. Where are they? Bent the tip of my hemostats pretty bad. But you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get out of the Darbies. I tried to do it on a live the other day and I failed. Failure sucks. Alright. See, so these are a screw key. Screw the key in. It releases the mechanism. Can take the key out when it's open. And apply the mechanism. Now, what it is the key. It's threaded on the inside, and as it threads onto that post, it pulls it back and releases the mechanism. I did successfully use these to get out of these, but I bent the ever-loving shit out of them. I don't know if this will work, because they won't even fit in there. But they do feel very comfortable. That's where this conversation was born. I don't think this is going to work. Well, let's see if we can doctor it. It's locking up on me. So I gotta grip it and pull it. That's what's going on here. Oh yeah! Roach clip escape for the win. I'm gonna go ahead and key my way out of this one if y'all don't mind. Let's see how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full, well, 5.5, 6 full turns to get yourself out of this pair of derbies. And another key somewhere. All right. Put this back. So I do that, and then I have. Screw that. Let's do these. I always like to bust out the Yule, H&R Super Style, Chicago remodels, or something like that. I cannot, well, I picked them open, but I cannot consistently pick them open. I can pick the double lock. They have a cool little key. Goes in the bottom. But one of my favorite pair of cuffs, because the bypass is so interesting. And I can't get in there with that. That's the thing. If any of this fails, I'm just going to sit here all night in these cuffs, because my only other option is calling for my wife to come get me out. And that's a power shift in the, relationship. That just gives her too much ammunition. Oh, there we go. I gotta practice with these more. The way I like to do it's not the way that's best. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and that's, again, practice is in the title for this for a reason. Just go and go and go again. And the nice thing is you just kind of go, you know, and it might slow you down one time, might speed you up one time, but over time you kind of recognize what you're doing, the little micro adjustments to your movements, um, the little thing you keep doing wrong that screws it up and sets you back. And if you pay attention to it, you can refine what you're doing and get a little bit better. All right, it is that smoke break time for me here. I have to find my lighter though. Again, like I said, I use something, I set it down, disappears. Should be right here. This is absolute BS. Do I have a backup lighter? I do not. What the ever loving snot balls? This is BS. Sorry. This is throwing me off my game. If you're a smoker of any sort, losing your lighter is going to throw you off your game. Oh, there it is. Yay! Woohoo! All right. Out of joy. Let's see if I can flip a chip. Ah, nice little flip. There's a flip. See if I can do a catch. Oh, I did not do the snatch. All right, flip. Ooh, dropped it. Flip. And two-finger snatch. What's up? That's my logo. That's my wife's logo, the Mrs. Stew. She kind of runs this shit around here. Tell her I said that because I get credit every time I say that. Gets me out of trouble, things like that. If you're married, you understand. All right, I'm going to take a quick look. Blah, blah, blah. What's up, Doc Mackinac? That's my girl. Doc's part of the Council of the Sky Otter. If you don't know, then you should know. Good friend. Lock Dude, what's up, man? It's one of my new dudes. He's a good guy. One of my Mint Made vets. Shacklemen. My favorite movie ever made. I think the best movie ever made is The Big Lebowski. So any reference to that is points in my book. Why do I think it's the best movie ever made? Because the script, the casting, the editing, the soundtrack, everything. Flawless. An amazing movie. So, that's how I feel about it. What's your favorite movie? Hands down. Just across the board. Explain it after the answer. What's your favorite movie? Yeah, Dudism is an interesting. It's kind of like honestly, if you've ever read like the Tao of Pooh or the Tao of Piglet, I think it was. If you've read those books, it really kind of rolls along those lines. In all honesty. Not Too Dead. What's up, my brother? I think I said hi to you already, but hello again. My fellow Shacklemen, brother in arms, the Panda Supreme. The Panda Supreme. Oh, dude. It's a good title. You don't have. Well, what's one of your favorites, Luslin? Star Wars. No, like, get the fuck out of the chat. What? That's not a favorite movie. It's a fun movie. I'm just kidding with you. You know I'm fucking with you, dude. I can say the F bomb like I'm an hour in, right? My other favorite movies would be, as I take a little smoke break, um, I love Office Space. That's really a great movie. Well done, especially for the budget, and at the time in that guy's career. Pulp Fiction, that's a good one. One of my favorite ones that people make fun of me of for. Here's a secret pleasure. Is back in the day is oh shoot, what was it called? Cutting Edge. Moira Kelly and DB Sweeney. Topic. It was a hockey player who couldn't play hockey anymore, and then he just went and was in a doubles Olympic team, and it was just a silly like love story thing. But I loved the movie. I loved the two actors. They were so fun. Every time she said Topic, I loved that. Oh, Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, yeah. Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption is, yeah, man. Like for how good a movie it is amazing. But it's probably one of the best adaptations from a book ever made. It like you feel like, oh, yep, that's what was in my head when I read that. When you see that, so it's pretty awesome. Um, all right, we're gonna do a little bit more, something more. Guess we can do something more. Yeah, we will. Well, you know what? Let's run them. All right. Stack the wrists and see if I can get out. Taking longer to put them on, to get off, I hope, or I will get stuck. And this will become an exercise in futility. And you can laugh at me. Either way, it's got to be entertaining, right? Oh, no. I don't want those ones on there. Shit. I'm not going high security right now. See? Gotta pay attention. If I wasn't paying attention, I would have got to this pair and I would have struggled with it and been frustrated and not realize why I wasn't getting it. And then I would have cried. That would have just been would have sucked all around. And let's finish off. Couple pair hinged. Now, if you're stacking them up like that, put the hinge cuffs to the front because your arms tend to like angle towards each other. And if your hinge cuffs are towards the back, it really tightens what you got going on. Now, we'll tell you that this starts getting heavy. So do your calisthenics, your PT. All right, one more pair hinged. sorry, it's hard to get into these by yourself. Actually, for a second. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pairs. See how long it takes to get out of these. Well, and not how long it takes, but just a practice run. Now, hopefully I did not put a pair on the wrong way. Because that will really fuck this up. Before I get going, let me check the chat. Yeah, Lock Dude, man, I'm like, if I got nothing going on, I'm up. It's late. I like to jump on. Ow. Yeah, I'm down to the last pair. Hold on. I'm going to switch picks because it's hard to reach. There we go. Or I was actually hitting the wrong spot. Let me redo that. After I hit it with that, I feel like I was just hitting the wrong spot. Alright. I'll go back to the one that worked. Oh, haha. I was picking the wrong side. It happens. I don't know why I was doing that. Anyway, so hope y'all had a good time. I had a blast. Little handcuff escape practice. Let me go ahead. You know what? I'm not done practicing, am I? So we gotta see if I can get out. I can't leave till I get out, folks. It'll be these Chicago's that. There we go. There we go. is where those go. That's that. There. And there we go. So, and with 8 cuff escape, hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You guys have a great weekend. And tune back in tomorrow and Sunday. We're going to be doing some more of this. Check out Not Too Dead. He'll be doing some lives. Check out Lady Locks. She'll be doing some lives. New House Lock and Key. We'll be doing some lives. Me and W3RY Ray will be doing live on Sunday morning. And catch some lock picking, some handcuff escapes, some lock sport stuff. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Thank you very much. Love you guys.